Good morning, everyone. Welcome to another edition of Taco Josh Gaming. It is great to have you. Hope you're doing well on this Monday morning. Great to have you here. Let's get everything set up, get this chat going. Hopefully my internet plays nice. So, as we last look at me all maskless. As we, oh hey Smitty, as we last left our heroes, they were aboard the Lord's ship, and they got their butt kicked by not the Lord of that ship, but by the next Lord, and he got Alphonse to basically destroy his. Okay, I gotta turn down the music a little bit. Alright, so I don't think that did anything. But to blow up his mask, which also like brought back his memories, but also brought back where now he feels pain. They kidnapped Xion. The ship got destroyed, and now they're adrift on this. Like they all like got shipwrecked and are all split up on this island.
Niori. Xion. I... Damn it.
Take this! Strike! Sword Rain Alpha! Dazzle! Be still! Rising Falcon! Sword Rain Alpha! Slash! Sword Rain Alpha! Strike! Here I come! I'm not done! Here I come! I'm not done! Strike! You're finished! Be still! Slice! Void Blast! My turn! No escape! Sword Rain Alpha! Be still! Stardust! It's on! You picked the wrong fight! Here I come! I'm not done!
Wow, kind of fights differently now.
Alvin?
Finwell.
What happened just now? Normally you'd be able to take that thing with your eyes closed.
Thank goodness you're alive. Are you all right? Yeah.
I'm just glad we found you in one piece. You were the only one still missing. There's a village back the way we came from, Thistleim. Kisara and La are already there.
Rinwell, where are we?
Ganeth Haros, Volron's realm. Remember?
Hey,
Ushered by
Ginger
the
Cookie.
waves straight to the enemy stronghold. A
Hey,
rare stroke
Druzy.
of luck, it would seem.
Luck?
If Volron's here, that means Shion's close too, right?
Shion? Oh. Right. Of course.
Are you sure you're feeling okay? You seem a little off.
He's probably just exhausted. Let's save the catching up for when we're back at the village.
And all I have is that one. Alright.
We won.
I should probably heal myself.
Gotta break through! No escape! It's
Here's
over!
another! Bullseye!
Right.
Raging Cascade!
Void flash!
In here!
You're mine!
Is it
I'm not
hot?
done!
Just bash it out again!
You're mine! Hit!
Air pressure!
Thunder
Take this!
field!
Sword Rain Alpha!
More where that came from!
Take this!
Run!
It's over!
Magic is in!
Doubly! In an instant! Impact Claw!
There we go.
Begin!
Lightning
You're
Descent!
mine!
Thunder Blade!
A comfortable win.
Alright, Hoo-Hoo, where's your stupid guy? Oh, there he is. How do we get to him?
Speaking of Thistleim, it's populated by Danans, but they're not under the rule of any lord. Pretty refreshing, huh? The whole town was built by Danan defectors, escapees from elsewhere. This area's teeming with stray Zeugles, though, so heaven only knows how they managed to set up a community here. The ordeal seems to have left them understandably on edge. Kisara and La are back there right now, trying to convince them of our good intentions. Say, Alphen, it looks like you got your face back then.
Yeah. And your sense of pain, too, it would seem. Any connection?
Really?
Yep.
Oh, but that means...
Probably.
I wonder if Alphen's going to be okay.
For now, I believe we should hold off on speculation and simply keep an eye on him.
Right.
Hey Joe, hey Gary, how you all doing today?
Do you sense one of your friends, Hootle?
Alphen! Boy, am I glad to see you safe.
Well, did you manage to convince them we're not in league with any lord?
Yeah, eventually.
When the ship sank, I thought we were done for. Guess the world just couldn't keep us apart.
Yeah, and now we can finally go rescue Shion.
There's something I need to tell you guys first. I got my memory back.
So, what did you remember? Are you able to tell us now?
Give the man some space, Law.
I remember being up on Lenegis.
Go on.
I was abducted from Dana. I was told if I ever wanted to return home, I'd have to cooperate. So that's what I did. Next thing I knew, they had made me into the Sovereign.
You mean to say you won the crown contest? As a Dahnan?
No. They kept me locked in a strange facility. They experimented on me, like I was nothing more than an animal. There were others, but only I survived. Of course, I wasn't really a king. The reality was that they treated me worse even than the lowest slave. The only reason I survived was because my body was able to withstand the Sovereign's power that they placed inside me.
The crest that appeared behind you on Almadria's ship must have undoubtedly been that of the Sovereign. It all makes sense now. Your affinity with the Blazing Sword, and the strange powers you possess, they were all because you were the Sovereign.
Okay, but why would the Renans go out of their way to give you all that power? Just what exactly does being the Sovereign entail?
They said it was for something called the Spirit Channeling Ceremony. They taught me how to harness my power for when the big day came. As for what the ceremony was actually for, unfortunately, I never found out.
So if what you're saying about being on Lenegis is true, then maybe you really did meet Shion. After all, you said you recognized her from somewhere, right?
But Shion said she'd never seen him before. How do you explain that?
I was wrong. It wasn't Shion I knew from Lenegis. It was Naori. She was a Renan maiden they paired me with during the spirit channeling ceremony. She's the woman I kept seeing in my dreams.
He's a sovereign citizen, yep.
A maiden? What?
Wait, so this Naori figure just happens to be the double of Shion? Bit coincidental, isn't it?
Naori's family name was Imeris.
Imeris? As in Shion Imeris?
So they're distant relatives or something? Wait, or are they sisters?
Your guess is as good as mine. All I know is it was Naori. She's the one who put the mask on me.
The mask? But why?
To keep my soul from devouring itself over the guilt. After After what I did on Lenegis. Over the lives I took.
Lives? You mean you staged a rebellion?
Perhaps it was a part of this spirit channeling ceremony?
I don't know. Whatever it was that the spirit channeling ceremony was supposed to achieve, it didn't turn out as planned. I lost consciousness halfway through. By the time I came to, Lenegis was a sea of flames. I opened my eyes to see Naori there, weeping. I shudder to think of how many deaths I caused that day. Certainly more than any of these lords can claim, I'm sure.
You really expect us to believe this? First the Sovereign, then Lenegis? You couldn't possibly have done all that.
I wonder. In ancient scripture, there is tell of a terrible calamity that befell Lenegis, nearly destroying it. The restoration took years, and required the work of countless laborers.
By ancient, you mean...
It predates the crown contest, to a time before even the first Renan invasion of Dana. More than 300 years ago.
300? But that'd make Alphen...
That's right. I'm pretty much an antique of a human being.
Hey, Glenn.
Deep down, maybe I already knew.
Alphen...
Some hero, huh? Cooperating with the same villains who snatched me from my home, committing mass slaughter, only for it to slip my mind. Then, when I finally remember, turns out I'm so old I've got scripture written about me. So much for standing up to injustice. I've probably got more blood on my hands than all the lords combined!
Alphen, stop! Honestly, I'm not going to pretend to understand what all this means. But what I do know is that right now, you're just reacting to the shock.
Kisara.
Listen, what you really need is time. Time to process things and get your head straight. Truth be told, I think that probably goes for all of us.
What about Shion? We can't just...
I'm worried about Shion too, Law. But it's clear that Alphen's in no fit state to fight. This is Volron, remember? Even at full capacity, it's practically a suicide mission. We stay put in the village till we're ready. Okay, everyone? Take some time to think things through, okay? But remember, we're all here for you if you need us. No matter how dark things might seem, you're not alone, Alphen.
It's an interesting turn.
It's fine. All right, everyone. Let's break for now.
Alphen, don't go crazy and blow up, this whole village, please.
Do I even have the right to fight? Do I have the right to go to Shion's rescue? What do the others think?
Oh, you're turning emo on me.
You're certainly full of surprises, aren't you?
Trust me, it's not intentional.
Sorry, that was insensitive of me. Though, there's still an awful lot I wish I could understand. Every new piece of information seems only to yield further mysteries. The truth feels just as elusive as when we first started. I am well aware of where you got your powers. But why, as a Dahnan, do you bear the same crest as the current Renan sovereign? More to the point, why choose a Dahnan for their sovereign in the first place? And then there is the Maiden, a figure so powerful, she's playing yin to the sovereign's yang in esoteric ceremonies. And yet, I've never even heard of her. Then again, this all occurred 300 years ago. What if the term sovereign doesn't even hold the same meaning as it did back then? Listen, I may be a traitor among my people, but I am still Renan, born and raised. I learned the same history, listened rapt to the same tales. And yet now I feel like there was little truth to any of it.
Speaking of which, there's something else that I remember from the spirit channeling ceremony. It used the Renis Alma.
You're certain?
Yes. Or at least that's what they called it. Only you would know if it was one and the same.
Oh, I have never laid eyes on the real artifact myself. And you never participated in a crown contest. You're not even Renan. Many mysteries lay buried in these 3 centuries past.
3 centuries is more than several lifetimes. Was I really out that long?
Well, I'm only estimating based on historical record. But all the facts would seem to point that way.
Who the hell am I?
If I may be frank, we have even bigger fish to fry than that. By comparison, the far more important question at hand is, just what does it all mean?
Frank, huh?
Sometimes we need a
No,
little
you're not
help in
Frank.
addressing the
You're
truth
Elfon.
behind our pain.
Or Elfin.
Not to
But we'll
compete
call you
over
Frank.
lives lost, but I suspect your count is still somewhat beneath mine.
Thanks for lending me an ear. And sorry for being a bother.
Please, no thanks are necessary. The quicker you get back on your feet, the sooner we can all get back out there.
AKA, quit being such a bee and get out there.
What do you see out there?
Zeugles. Strays by the looks of it. We unwittingly disturbed their territory on our way here, and now they're looking pretty riled up.
Okay, Savage.
So-
I'll see what I can do.
Feel like you're making headway? You know, sorting through things?
All I know is Shion needs our help. As for what happens after that...
Say, how did you get back down here from Lenegis anyway?
I came down in a Renan starship. I have Naori to thank for that.
What happened to her? Did she come with you?
She stayed behind. Just as I wanted to get back to Dana and my people, Naori's place was with her fellow Renans, performing her duties as the Maiden. Neither of us asked for the power or roles we were given. I suppose we felt a kinship with each other in that sense. But even then...
Wait, so you mean it wasn't just Dahnans like you that Lenegis abducted? You're saying they forced Naori, one of their own, to serve against her will as well?
Even within Renan society itself, there exists a hierarchy. I don't think she was ever given the option to refuse. Despite that, she did everything she possibly could to serve her people. The very same ones I ended up slaughtering. And even after that, she still helped me escape back to Dana. She stayed behind on Lenegis to help any of her people who survived. I owe her more than words can express. A debt left to fester for what? 300 years? How do I even begin to make up for something like that?
In all honesty, you don't. You can't atone for what's happened in the past. I don't think anyone can. Be it several centuries ago, or just yesterday.
What are you saying? That I might as well give up?
I'm saying you don't have to be a white knight in shining armor. Back after my brother had passed away, it was you who told me that his dream lived on inside me. And you did the same for him, for Dohalim, when he was ready to give up too. You were there for both of us. You know what I heard? I heard you telling me to keep fighting. To strive no matter what.
Then I was out of line. I had no right to ask that of you.
No, you're wrong. Those words were exactly what I needed to hear at the time. In fact, I would go as far as to say that I wouldn't even be here had I not heard them. Left to my own devices, who knows when I would have been able to pick myself up. Besides, it's not like killing all those people was a choice that you made of your own free will, right? The truly terrible ones are the people who abducted you. The ones who forced you to wield that power. They're the ones you should be blaming. Not only that, but that guilt you feel inside, that's all the proof you need to know you're a good person, Alphen. Do you understand? If I'm still allowed to fight and keep on living, then damn it, Alphen, so the hell are you. But, if you're still not convinced, then ask yourself this. What is it that you've really been fighting for this whole time? Go on, ask yourself.
What I've been fighting for, huh? What will I even accomplish going alone?
Is there a shop to buy things? Nope. Well, don't show us the Renis Alma. Ugh. This game and the spoilers.
All this time, I thought it was the worrying about Shion and the pain bringing you down. I didn't realize you were lonely too.
I guess all of us are. In one way or another.
Yeah, but you've only just found out. I mean, no, not found out.
To tell you the truth, I was actually beginning to forget I'd even lost my memory in the first place. Now that it's returned, well, it's strange. When I think about Lenegis, it still feels like it was only a year or two ago that I was... But then I realized what feels like years was actually...
What about your hometown? Do you know if it's still there?
I doubt it. When the Renans invaded, the world as I knew it changed. Even if the place is still there physically, I expect the people will be long gone. Certainly everyone I knew it.
Yeah. I have no home to return to either. I used to curse my bad luck that I'd ever been born a mage in the first place. Otherwise, if I hadn't, maybe my although if that had been the case, I guess I'd probably still be just another slave. I'd never have met up with you guys.
Have you learned to embrace...
Nuh-uh. I resent them a little less than before, though. They've kept me alive this long, right? I try not... I guess what I'm trying to say is that with everything that's happened in your past, finding out you're the Sovereign and all, it's no wonder you're conflicted. Heck, honestly, I think anyone would be.
Hey, Sasquatch, how are you doing
First
today?
it was Shion, then it was me, and now it's you. All of us suffering, just because of some power we never even asked for.
Yeah, all this time you were suffering right in front of me, and I never even knew. I feel like I finally understand what you and Shion were going through.
You couldn't have known. Still, if you want to make it up to her, shouldn't we hurry it up? Poor Shion must be lonely, all by herself wherever...
Yeah, you're right.
How's Tormund doing?
Alphen, are we gonna go rescue Shion? What's gotten into you, man? Aren't you?
Do I even have any right to be?
If you were in my place, you'd say, to hell with all that. What do you want to do?
Sounds like me. Pretending I have all the answers.
Come on, man. Snap out of it. Look, I get it. You finally remember your past, only to feel like you've lost. You're in shock, and who wouldn't be? Worse still, you blame yourself for what happened. And yeah, I don't agree, but that doesn't mean I don't understand. But here's the thing. None of that's got anything to do with Shion.
I guess.
It's about Naori. Look, you're still here, aren't you? Who's to say this chick isn't alive and kicking out there somewhere, too? Fine, I've said my piece. The thing is, though, where does this leave...
My power consumed me once already. I left behind a path of fire and destruction. I can't guarantee anyone's safety.
So you think we might get burned up because of your sovereign powers? I can think of worse ways to go. Come on, fight this thing! What happened to the guy who talked to me after my dad died? The one who cared enough to reach out and save... That's the guy I was proud to follow. Not this faltering imposter who's taken his place.
Law.
No, I'm serious. What's gotten into you, man? Just give me the word and I'll beat some sense into you if that's what it takes. Now, I'm gonna ask you this once and only once. Are you serious about rescuing Shion or not? What's it gonna be, Alphen?
What do you think? Of course I want to rescue her. Hell, I'd do it right now if I could.
So then quit griping and do it already!
Listen, you're probably right about all this.
Alphen.
It's exactly like you said. Whatever happened, but there's still so much that There I go again. So much for the inspiring...
He could be a pain sometimes. Besides, even a hero has to let the cracks show once in a while, right?
Yeah, I guess you're right. Just give me a little more time to fill in the cracks. And thanks, Law.
Hey, don't even mention it. You've totally got this, Alphen. I believe in you.
Back to the inn, I guess.
Don't get this, Alphen. Become the evil man. Hey, Nemi, how are you doing today?
Alphen! There you are!
What is it?
Zeugles, that's what! They're almost at the village gates!
Any closer and they'll be house hunting. I knew we shouldn't have cut through their territory.
That sounds bad.
Can you fight? No shame in bowing out if you're not up for it.
Kisara's right. You don't want to go overdoing it.
I'm up for it.
Really?
You ready?
As ready as I'll ever be. It's now or never, right?
Alphen, right! Great to have you back! Now let's do this!
There we go.
Look sharp, people! If we don't act fast, they're going to get into the village.
Right. We need to hurry.
Kill some Zergles. Shouldn't be hard.
Remember, if the pain's too much...
We've all got our own pain to deal with. I'm done letting others pick up my slack.
Here they come!
We
can't let even a single one through!
There's a firm no-Zoogle policy.
Fine by me. Let's get to work then.
Lightning thrust!
Tiger Blade!
Bet that shell's hiding something tasty.
Strike! This
No
one's all
further.
mine.
Its armor's too
This
strong.
one's
Then I'll
mine!
split it open.
Be my guest.
This one's mine!
Be
I can
still.
handle it!
Crescent Moon! Thunder Blade!
Denied!
I can do
Take
this all
this.
day!
This one's mine!
Magic is here!
Tiger Blade!
Carve through
Holy
armor.
Land!
Take this. Sword rain out. I'm not done.
Here goes!
Strike!
Everlasting
Crescent
darkness.
Moon!
You're mine.
Tiger Blade! Magic is now!
Doubly in an instant. Impact Clock.
Oh yeah.
Alphen, you okay?
I'm fine. This pain thing really hurts, huh?
But hey, at least you're still alive.
It wouldn't be called pain if it was pleasant. It can be pretty useful, though. It's good motivation to improve and get stronger.
Guess I've got a lot of room to improve in that regard.
Anyway, I'm glad we could protect the village, especially after everything they've done for us.
Yeah.
You know, Thistleum kind of reminds me of home. The people here have hidden themselves away out of the fear of being found, always watching their backs. Though in the end, home was destroyed anyway.
That won't happen here.
Oh? Is that a hint of fighting spirit I sense?
Yeah. I won't lie. Some of these memories will take a while to process. But I've learned something too. My rage, this fury I feel at our so-called rulers, it comes from having so much of myself stripped away from me back then. Friends, family, home. They took everything from me, and left me with nothing but guilt. I was completely alone. At least that's what I thought. But not anymore. Since I awakened, I've met people who I care about. Friends who hold me up. Friends who make me feel like I'm worth something. And
That's
I won't
right.
lose that. Not ever again. I'll protect those bones with everything I have. That's why I need to keep fighting.
But Xion comes first.
Of course. First we rescue Xion, then we defeat Volron and liberate Dana. Everyone, will you fight with me?
Say the word and I'm there.
Certainly no objections.
Then it's agreed. Our next stop will be the capital, Pelegion. According to the villagers, there's a huge cliff separating Thistleum from the capital. Luckily for us, there's a path we can use to climb up.
Sounds like a plan. Let's go.
We don't know what lies ahead. We should prepare well before we venture forth.
Yeah, can't exactly fight at the top of your game when you're hungry.
Good point. Let's stop by the inn and plan our next move from there.
I think there's someone in trouble here.
What?
Okay.
Why?
Damn it.
What?
Is that so?
Okay.
Great job.
I'll teach these small fry who's the apex predator of these waters. Just watch and see.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves now.
I guess we're having fish for dinner tonight.
All right. Nothing in here.
Do you sense one of your friends, Hootle? I think Hootle senses an owl around here.
Yeah, right there.
Do you sense one of your friends, Hootle?
Yep, I give up. Can't get to Hootle.
You sense one of your pals, Hootle?
Oh, that's dumb.
You're saying we should check the Owl Forest?
I don't even know where the Owl Forest is anymore.
You sense one of your pals, Hootle?
Discourteous, aren't you?
Strike!
Going
Be
in.
still!
Help
Void
them
Flash! Slice!
On your knees.
Void Flash!
If they rush you, you gotta jump for cover, okay?
You're finished!
On guard.
Take
Not
it!
astrolabe hands in the wind!
Lightning thrust!
Discharge!
You're mine! Negative gate!
Resonate with the
Sword Ray Alpha!
Oh yeah.
Onward and upward.
There it is. That's our target. There we go. Well, that wasn't much of a challenge.
Guess it's important to stay calm.
Hey, what do you think about that spot?
Good idea. I'll go for that one. Ha! Reel it in.
That was nothing.
Well, that wasn't much of a challenge.
Guess it's important to stay calm.
Oh, we've got a lively one.
Got it.
I didn't think I'd catch something this big.
Oh, yeah!
All right. Boy, that's a bit of a letdown.
Maybe you could keep it as a pet.
Where should I cast my line? There we go.
Alright, this is last fishing.
We can get a good meal out of this fella.
That flapper was a true fighter.
You know, I am going to change something here. Just give me 1 second here, guys. Yeah, we're going to move that there. Because I wonder if...
Where should I cast my line? Reel it in.
I want to see if I can get something other than bass.
It's not bad, per se.
You take your fishing pretty seriously.
Ha! I've got something.
Alright, I give up.
Well, it's not bad, per se.
You take your fishing pretty seriously.
Is that the Zoogle we're looking for?
Go no further!
is all mine.
This one's mine!
Begin.
Raging storm!
Dazzle! Rising Falcon!
Are those arms even
Lightning
natural?
Thrust!
Shining
Here I come!
supernova!
I'm ready! In an instant! Impact Claw!
Into everlasting darkness.
One more.
Negative
Tornado blade!
Leave the ensnaring to me.
You
Yeah.
Stalagmite.
Alright.
We can really make weapons with this? Man,
You would think
this
he
place
knows
is
by
thick
now.
with foliage.
I know. It feels like we're going to be swallowed up by all these plants if we stay in here.
Indeed. I much prefer the forests in Menancia myself.
Not that I don't agree, but maybe now's not the best time for...
Coming through.
Here I come!
Flaming meteor!
Take this.
Sword Rain
Close
Alpha!
one! Ow!
Be still!
I'll take out the legs with my
Sword Rain
shield!
Alpha! I'm not done! It's
Now!
over!
Torn up!
Elusive deity.
Dohalim!
Light burst forth.
Radiant Genesis! Going
You're
in!
mine! Cut!
Charge
Sword
like
Rain
that
Alpha!
easily be fatal.
Just as well,
Be
I'm
still.
here to stop it.
Rising Falcon!
Dazzling
I'm not done!
Meteor!
On your knees.
Cut! Sword Rain Alpha!
Make it rain!
Lightning Thrust!
Ringwell!
Frozen!
Hammer!
Ow! That's a hammer.
Everyone still in one piece?
Yep. I barely worked up a sweat.
An opponent like this should be easy. Cut! I'm not done!
Benediction light.
Void
Here
Blast!
goes!
Heal!
Not in your dreams!
Flaming
Meteor!
Sword Rain
Supernova!
Dazzle!
Elusive
Void
deity.
Blast!
Illuminate the dark!
This one keeps charging us!
That's what my shield's for. Get behind me.
Eat I'm ready! I'll leave it to you! In an instant! Impact Claw!
Looks like we got them all. Seriously? Is this a joke?
Lightning thrust!
Everlasting
On
charge.
guard!
Strike!
Negative
Void blast!
On your knees.
Strike! I'm not done!
Illuminate the dark!
Pressure.
Come forth, holy
Be
glimmer!
still!
Ready to go! Holy lamp!
Rising Falcon!
I'll
It's
stop
over!
its charge!
Thanks, Kisara!
No escape!
In a bind.
Thunderbolt!
It's over.
Illuminate the dark!
Elusive
Here I
deity.
come.
Holy glimmer!
Far
Holy lamp!
enough!
I'm not
Rotating
done!
pile driver.
Take this! Sword Rain Alpha!
This one!
I'm ready.
Dohalim!
Light burst forth.
Radiant Genesis!
So
This should come
pretty.
in handy when crafting weapons. That's far enough!
Take this! Hat!
Hat!
Sword Rain Alpha!
Rotating pile
Get
driver.
in the wind! In here!
Here I come!
More
It's
blood in your
on!
dreams!
I'm not done! You picked the wrong
Idiot,
fight!
discharge!
Heal.
Thunder Field!
I'm
ready.
ready! Bang!
More where that came from!
Now you see what I can do.
Going in!
Take this!
Magic
Here I come!
I'm ready.
Flash! Strike! You're mine!
Everlasting
Sword Rain
charge.
Alpha!
Negative gate.
I've been doing really great lately.
There's the Zoogle we were asked to handle.
No
Ooh,
choice!
we just.
You're mine! I'm not done! Sword Rain Alpha!
Gale Force!
On your knees.
Going in!
Lightning Thrust!
Raging
Rising
Lightning!
Falcon!
Simian pest.
Sword Rain
Feel
Alpha!
you where you stand.
No escape!
Sealed!
You're finished!
This
I'll be
one's
saving
mine!
this one!
Take this!
Make it rain!
It's over!
Light burst forth.
Radiant Genesis!
Beckon into
You're
everlasting
mine!
darkness. I can't get out
Too
of
bad.
bed.
You're
Stand
finished.
back.
More where that came from!
Ooh.
Let's refrain from losing.
Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Yes.
No choice!
Illuminate the dark! Come forth, holy glimmer!
Sword Rain Alpha!
The reason I'm rushing to more enemies is because I have an item combo going, and
In an instant! Impact Claw!
I'll get better items
Tiger Blade!
if I keep my
Eat dirt!
Rotating. I'm ready.
enemy combo going up.
All yours, Kisara.
Whew. That's awesome.
Could have been worse.
Well, that helps. Oh. There we go. Hey, Skittles. Hope you're doing well,
Have you
Skittles.
guys checked your equipment lately?
Yes, we just got all new equipment thanks to you.
Let's see. I've cooked, cleaned.
This is a true masterpiece, no less than culinary art.
Rinwell, mind if we chat a little? I noticed you haven't been training Hootle lately. Is he doing okay?
Yeah, he's fine. He's been catching fish with Kisara, and he seems to be adjusting his diet on his own, so
Maybe that's his way of pitching in, so you don't...
yeah, maybe. I guess at some point he started taking a shine to everyone too. Just like they...
You sound like you're okay with that.
Yeah. More than okay, really. It feels natural having Hootle and everyone around.
I know what you mean. We all support and take care of each other.
Wow,
in
that's
our own
awesome,
ways.
Skittles.
Huh.
I haven't had anyone message me like that yet.
Do I really look that old to you?
Huh? You don't like that? Okay, how about you be the big brother? Shion is the big sister. And
Well, then how...
I don't really get that kind of vibe from Dohalim. He's more like an uncle. An old uncle, who's too preachy and snarky for his own good sometimes. And as for Law... Well, Hootle took the little brother role, and Law's definitely not the dad. This is hard.
A dog? Do dogs really count as part of a family?
Of course they do! If an owl can be part of our family, so can a dog. When you think about it like that, we have a pretty fun family.
Yeah, a pretty big one as well.
That's why I like it so much. I wish we didn't have to do anything dangerous. I just want to keep traveling the world with you guys the way we are right now.
You okay?
Oh, it's nothing. Actually, I think I'm gonna go practice with Hootle for a bit.
You're gonna blow me out of the water like in an instant.
Hootle, let me know if you sense anything.
Just remember me when you hit like the millions, Skittle.
Another day, another Gald.
Seriously? Is this a joke?
You're mine! I'm not
Go
done!
ahead, break it down! Elusive
Void
deity!
Blast!
Can you take it?
Now!
Look sharp!
Rising Falcon!
Can you take it?
Look sharp!
Elusive
You're
deity!
mine! I'm not done!
Anticlimactic.
It's here!
Soaring
Tip
Hellfire!
Ground and
Lightning
pound!
Thrust! Void Blast!
I'm ready!
Strike!
Rinwell!
Frozen!
Hammer!
Here goes!
Look sharp!
Can you take it?
Take this!
Come forth!
I'm not done!
Holy Land!
Void Blast!
Now!
Strike!
A comfortable win.
I did want to check with that one.
All we have to do is get rid of that thing, right?
Retreat if you know
charges
what's
to
good
me.
for you.
On guard! You're mine! This one's all mine! You picked the wrong fight!
Tiger Blade!
Sword Rain Alpha! Pressure! Lightning Thrust! Rising Falcon!
Can't get out of this!
Look
Sword
sharp!
Rain Alpha! No escape!
Sword
Crescent
Flash!
Photon Flash!
On
your knees!
Void
one's
Blast!
mine.
Act Lightning Condense!
Air pressure!
I'm not done!
I'm on a roll!
You're finished!
A comfortable win.
You'll be like Taco Josh Gaming. Ooh. It sounds familiar. Sounds real familiar, but oof. I just can't think of it.
Right, here goes! Strike!
Far enough!
Here I come! No escape!
I'll grind you into
Dazzle!
Elusive
Lightning Orb!
Void
Raging
Blast!
Instinct!
Take
Make
it!
it rain!
I'm not done! In an instant! Impact Claw!
Crescent Moon!
Raging
Here I
Storm!
come!
Hope this works!
It's on! I'm not done!
Resonate with the
Dance in the
earth!
wind!
Stalagmite!
Air Thrust!
I'm not
your
done!
knees.
Ah! You picked the wrong
Lightning
fight!
Condense! Thunder Blade!
Air pressure! Small, but a victory nonetheless.
We have a long way yet to go.
Climbing some stairs.
What's this thing?
So yeah, I'm really enjoying this game. It's a pretty fun game.
Retreat if you
gets
know
by
what's
me.
good for you.
I don't think it necessarily translates well over for game streaming.
Illuminate the dark!
On your knees.
Here I come!
I'm kind of rushing through it that way.
Prepare to be
Seal.
Void Blast!
Igneous Strike!
Now!
You're mine! Not a chance! Strike!
No further.
Ha! It's over! Ha!
Field.
Strike!
This one begins!
Now!
Slash! Doubling! In an instant! Impact Claw!
Everybody okay?
That way,
Hey,
keep hitting the wrong thing.
You're all right, Alphen.
That way we can move on to the next game.
Little help!
Here I come! I'm not
Shot
done!
in your dreams!
You're finished! Ha!
Tiger Blade!
I'm not done! Dazzle! Void Blast!
Now!
Strike! Take this! No
Tiger
escape!
Blade!
Illuminate the dark! Come
Look
forth,
sharp.
holy
You're
glimmer!
mine!
One more!
Eat dirt!
Tiger Blade!
You're mine!
Lady Fortune must truly be watching over me.
Out of my way!
Photon!
Yeah, I think I'm probably gonna hit that.
Astral Energy!
You're mine!
Thunderblade!
Strike! Sword Rain Alpha! Dazzle! Rising Falcon!
Denied!
I'm ready!
Ringwell!
Frozen!
Have they given an exact release date for that,
Not a chance! I'm not done!
or is it just sometime this year?
Look sharp!
Slash!
You're mine!
Tiger Blade!
Tornado drive!
Sword Rain
No
Alpha!
further!
I'm ready! Ringwell!
Frozen!
Hammer!
A comfortable win.
What's up?
Once we get to the mountain, the terrain won't be easy. We should rest up here before pressing on.
But what about Shion? She's waiting for us.
All
Oh,
the
it's
more
not till
reason to
March?
conserve our energy.
Wow, okay.
Huh?
It's not only the mountain. Hard though that may be, it's a pittance compared to what follows.
Well, forget
Namely
that. I'm not
Volrun.
worried about that.
We wear ourselves out now, or worse still, get injured.
I'm
We
looking
might
forward
as well
to Elden
show up
Ring then.
gift-wrapped. Right, Kisara?
That's right. Besides, Alphen still hasn't fully recuperated yet.
I'm fine. Don't stop on my account.
Oh, really? Well, in that case, it's me who wants to take a rest for a while. Does that suit you better?
A little bit.
So, Alphen, 300 years, huh? Care to share the secret to such a long and healthy...
I wish I knew. Once I left Lenegis, the next thing I remember is waking up in Calaglia. Everything in between is a blank.
You mean there are still gaps in your memory?
I've heard of starships with devices that can stave off imminent death by putting their passenger into a deep sleep. They're usually only intended as a temporary solution, until proper treatment for an ailment or injury can be obtained.
You think he might have been asleep in that starship for 300 years? But why? What would be the point?
Might this Naori have had a hand in it?
What do you mean?
If she's Renin like you say she is, she would have understood how to operate the starship better than yourself.
You're saying she deliberately put me to sleep for 300 years?
Dohalim, that's a bit of a leap.
Forgive me. I spoke out of turn. I'm merely thinking aloud, that's all. Shion and the maiden Naori. After 300 years, it's not unreasonable to suspect they may be related. Shion is nearly the perfect image of her, yes? She also just so happens to be connected to you. Is it merely a coincidence?
Like I've told you 1,000,000 times already, I wouldn't know.
Well, if you're
Why are we
absolutely
upsetting
certain
him?
that it couldn't have been Naori, then I guess I must have been mistaken. Complicated machinery can sometimes break down or have failures. Sorry for being presumptuous.
Hold on a sec. Alphen, you said the mask was to placate you, right? To keep your guilt and rage in check? And you were wearing it the whole time you were asleep, right?
I guess I must have been.
So that's 300 years you were wearing it. It's just a hunch, but do you think that the mask might be...
The reason he lost all his memories?
All but a select few strong ones, so deeply ingrained in his psyche that he saw them in the form of dreams. It's not completely out of the question.
In which case, maybe it was the mask numbing his sense of pain, too.
It's certainly possible. As for how, I wouldn't know, but the dampening effect on his psyche could have manifested itself physically as well.
I'm sorry for snapping at you back there. It's thanks to you that I feel like that we're finally getting somewhere with all this.
No apologies necessary. Reading others' feelings has never been my strong suit.
So he finally admits it.
I really hope Shion's okay.
I get why you're concerned. But if you don't rest when you can, you're going to regret it.
She's right. We need our rest to conserve our strength.
Yeah, you're right. Thanks, you two.
No problem. We'll... Alone. I'm all alone.
Let's go. We don't want to keep Shion waiting.
Actually, this is a good place to stop for today. I want to thank you all for watching. And until next time, play more games.